Black Panther Party caused a turning point in future African American organizations by their alternative ways of fighting for Black equality, leading and inspiring future movements like BLM, Black Power, Black nationalism, and many others. Peaceful protests played a pivotal role in the fight for civil rights, using nonviolent ways as a tool for social change, led by influential figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Whitney Young, and Roy Wilkins. These protests sought to challenge injustice and promote equality through peaceful means. By advocating for equality, the protesters aimed to dismantle discriminatory practices to create a better life for African Americans. This style of movement and protest would soon be reminiscent of the past, when two students from Merritt Junior College wanted to see a change.
In America, black people are treated very much as the Vietnamese people or any other colonized people, because we're brutalized. The police in our community occupy our area, our community, as a foreign troop occupies territory. And the police are there not to, in our community, not to promote our welfare or for our security and our safety, but they're there to contain us, to brutalize us and murder us, because they have their orders to do so. And just as the soldiers in Vietnam have their orders to destroy the Vietnamese people, the police in our community couldn't possibly be there to protect our property, because we own no property. They couldn't possibly be there to see that we receive the due process of law, for the simple reason that the police themselves deny us the due process of law. And so it's very apparent that the police are only in our community, not for our security, but the security of the business owners in the community, and also to see that the status quo is kept intact.
After the civil rights movement ended and Jim Crow laws were returned, there were still unsolved problems that needed to be addressed in the northern states of America. Police brutality is one of these issues, so to combat this, two students from Merritt Junior College, Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale, created the Black Panther Party to help prevent and stop these acts of violence. The group's goal was originally meant to protect African Americans from police brutality, but the organization later widened its focus to be broader by protecting police and politicians who were against the move for Black equality. On May 2, 1967, during a protest, Black Panther Party members brandished guns and spears in the California Capitol building to oppose the Mulford Act, which was a law that, if put in place, would break the Second Amendment. They induced a turning point during that protest, in which they became noticed by the public and media. They gained so much support that they were recognized from other countries worldwide, and new chapters rose up in all 48 states of America.
People in this court and the people in the legislature have not been acting like human beings. They put trumped-up charges of conspiracy and felonies on everyone who went in to exercise a constitutional right and said they had no right to bear arms in a public place. The California Penal Code Section 12020 through 12027, and also the Second Amendment of the Constitution, guarantees the citizen a right to bear arms on public property. And the legislature, I talked to Morford last night, and he said the legislature has made certain rules that are superior to the United States Constitution and also superior to the statutory law of California, and that is that they made a rule that no one could walk on their property with a weapon. I'm saying this is a bold contradiction, and also Morford is allowed.
At the height of the Black Panther Party, problems were being discovered on the inside. Members had realized that there were spies from the government infiltrating the Black Panther Party and sending the FBI secret info. The name of this FBI project was COINTELPRO, and it was meant to neutralize organizations that were a danger to the U.S. stability. The usage of this project was very effective because multiple Black Panther Party demonstrations were stopped because of COINTELPRO and their work with the police, until one intervention ended in a shootout between sides, leading to some members being killed. After the recent death of Huey P. Newton, the Black Panther Party was heading to an end, and after a powerful 23 years of helping and fighting for the people, the Black Panther Party unfortunately dissolved in 1989. Though the Black Panther Party was seemingly dissolved, their legacy was shown to still be thriving and alive in others all around the world. The Black Power movement had many similarities with the Black Panther Party, and overall had the same goal when it came to what they supported, which was Black pride and equality. Many members of the Black Panther Party were also involved with the Black Power movement.
About a revolution, most people think violence, without realizing that the real content of any kind of revolutionary thrust lies in the principles and the goals that you're striving for, not in the way you reach them. On the other hand, because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence that exists on the surface everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions. If you are a black person and live in the black community all your life and walk out on the street every day seeing white policemen surrounding you, when I was living in Los Angeles, for instance, long before the situation in LA ever occurred, I was constantly stopped. No, the police didn't know who I was, but I was a black woman. And I had a natural, and they, I suppose, thought that I might be a, quote, militant. And when you live under a situation like that constantly, and then you ask me, you know, whether I approve of violence. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all.
The Black nationalism was a movement popular in the 1960s to the 1970s that wanted black people to join together as a community to have a sense of belonging. This correlates with the Black Panther Party's ideals of embracing our African American descent. BLM, or Black Lives Matter, was created in 2013 after the death of Trayvon Martin. The BLM organization uses protests to prevent and shed light on police brutality. Not only does the BLM organization have many chapters, but it also is mostly run by the community. The BLM movement makes a distinct parallel to the Black Panther Party when it comes to having a main focus on police brutality in the black community, having different chapters, being a community-led group, and most importantly, having a more militant approach. The Black Panther Party's militant stance created a shift in the fight for black equality, leaving a legacy that continues to influence movements to this day.